I'm here today representing the NCFL, or the National Card Football League. We are, to our knowledge, the first and only online APBA Football League that exclusively uses the traditional cards and dice format and the master game system from APBA. It's a 10-team league. We have coaches in 5 states: Ohio, Colorado, Maine, North Carolina, and Virginia. So truly almost a coast-to-coast operation. Little background on the NCFL. It was founded in 1981 as a face-to-face league in Columbus, Ohio. All local ownerships for over 30 years. Franchises were passed down from father to son, older brother to younger brother, uncles to nephews over the years. Through various reasons, people had to leave, moved away, different jobs, went to college. Attrition took over. They were down to 5 coaches. Can't run a league on 5 coaches. Almost impossible. What do they do to make the league thrive and survive for the next generation? Use the technology that's available. Go online. You've got a base across the country, even internationally, that you can get to access them online. So they devised a way to play on the internet through Skype and still maintain that interaction, that face-to-face feel that you get, that you can only get with APBA football. It's not like the other sports where you can play by mail or play solo, as Greg pointed out, but you still can't get that feel. You got to have that face-to-face interaction that you get there. Why Skype? What are the advantages versus face-to-face? Talk about this with some of you. When you're going to go face-to-face, play a guy across town, you got to gather up your gear, drive 30, 45 minutes to get there, unload, play the game. You've committed 5 or 6 hours of that day to that game. With Skype, I can be connected with one of the guys in less than 5 minutes, be playing the game. If you've only got time for a quarter or a half, you play that quarter or a half, you pick it up the next night and say, hey, I'll be here at 8 o'clock, we'll do it again. You haven't lost any downtime, you haven't lost any travel time, and you still maintain that face-to-face interaction that you need. In order to do that, we came up with a very short set of rules that we'll go over. Okay, just kind of scroll down as we go here. First option there you see, you've got to have a dice tower. That's so that both players can see the dice roll result on the cam. It doesn't have to be elaborate. You've all seen my menacing Green Bay tower there. It's a $3 piece. Nothing to it. You have to have your lineup so that the other team can see who's in the skilled players that are in the game, the players that are eligible to be keyed on or to be double covered. 6 to 9 inches on the cam seems to be the best level there, to where you can see the whole field, see the plays, and also be able to see the dice result. Master game players, got to have the rule book, obviously. Cards, that's pretty much self-explanatory. The play calling is completed in the IM portion of Skype. There's a text box right on the screen in Skype. As you're watching the video, you can text chat at the same time. And one of the neat features of Skype, it keeps the log. Anything you've typed in that game, that log is kept forever. You can go back and look at the game that you played yesterday and look and see what happened. Each play, as it happened, go back and look. If you missed a stat, you need to pick up a stat. Oh, that was a 5-yard gain. In my scribbled score sheet, it looked like an 8-yard gain. It's always there to go back and refer to. That log is kept. If you play 1 quarter, come back the next night, pick it up, you're right there. You know what happened, you pick it right back up, play the next game. Or play the next quarter, finish the game. The down field position is always kept at the same time. Talks about multiple cameras. We've found that really one camera will do the job. You don't really need to see the guy's face. You really just need to see what's happening on the board. You always have voice capability with Skype, so if there's a question, you're constantly interacting voice-wise.
So you're not calling with the voice?
You're calling with the text.
Calling with text.
Yeah, text. Even offense and the defense.
So I would type 3 wide.
You would type 3 wide, and we'll go over some of the play calls. They're very simple abbreviations that everybody's familiar with. little addendum there, the general consensus that you don't need the board, that's really optional. A lot of times I'll have the playing field out. I just like it. I like the feel that you get watching the board, moving the markers. It's not necessary, it's kind of a personal preference. Gameplay. The set will be made known first, so you'll say pro set, you'll say 3 wide, you'll say full house backfield, whatever it happens to be. Offense and defense then enter via text their play call. You can't see it. When you're both ready, you say ready, ready, or 1, 2, 3, go. You both hit enter. Both play calls pop up on the screen. Everybody knows what happened. The dice rolls then made through the tower, and you proceed as you normally would, read the play off the card and go from there. You then enter the result in the text box. So if it was a, Steven Jackson 5-yard run, that's what you enter.
So you can, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, sure.
You can enter into the text box and not have the other guy see what you entered.
Correct, until you hit enter.
Right.
You cannot
Well,
see.
how do they know you're ready?
1, 2, 3, go. Ready, ready. You always have voice communication. You'll say, the first and 10, I'll say, on the offense,
I got mine.
I'll say ready, you say ready. You can go 1, 2, 3, go. You can say whatever you want. You both hit it and you both see the result. Play calls. We have a, scroll that down there, please, John. Offensive play calling, standard abbreviations, not rocket science. Standard set 3 wide. If your league has options for full wide or an empty backfield, obviously full house, double tight end formations. Same thing with offensive plays, draw play, inside run. EA is just a version of the old end around so that you don't confuse it with the inside run. Short passes, long passes, screen passes. If you run a special play, a trick play, obviously you're going to have to type that in without an abbreviation. This is just more of a clerical thing, so that if you got guys with the same 2 names, I happen to have Steven Jackson and Vincent Jackson on my team. You don't just want to write short pass Jackson. You got to know who's in the game, who's playing, and you have to be clear. Nothing to it. Page 3, defensive play calling. Again, standard sets. When it comes time for you to enter the play, whether you're in standard defense, whether you're the nickel, the dime, all-line blitz, same type of coverage. And if you're going to key on the player, you have to obviously say whether you're going to key on him to pass as a receiver or whether he's running. An example that he has listed there, if you were on defense, you would put down standard set defense, S, run to high top. Okay? Timing, position on the field. This is to reinforce the not needing the playing field, and also to reinforce the fact that everything's kept on the log, the game log, in the text portion of Skype. For example, if you took over on the 20, it would say first and 10. In my case, Green Bay 20, 30 plays left in the quarter. Let's say that the second down play was a 5-yard gain. That would read 2-5, GB 25, 29. Incomplete pass, 3-5, GB 25, 28.5. So both players know the down the distance where the ball's located and how much time is left in the quarter. You don't have to say, hey, Greg, how many plays left? Well, 8.5, no, 9.5.
You're essentially giving them the scoreboard shot.
It's right there.
That's exactly
and that's a time saver too, because how many times have we always played, hey, there's 12.5 plays or so left. Oh, no, wait, that's 7.5. I missed my tally. It's all right there. And again, when you go back and look at the log, it's all, you can go right, it's just like reading a game view stat sheet when you go back and look at it. So those are just the basic rules that we devised, to get the game going. Any questions on that? Any questions on the actual game?
How long have you been doing it on Skype?
There's one complete year. This is our 2nd year coming up.
You got all the games in, no problem.
All the games in, no problem.
And it's a 13-game schedule.
13-game schedule, 1 game per week. Obviously, that's not set in stone. Guys on vacation, you always pick up the game. But like I said, the big thing about Skype, I got to go pick up the kids at 5, whatever. I can get in a quarter. I can get in a half. Let's do it. You don't have to commit your whole Saturday afternoon or your whole Friday night to that.
It's got to be a lot easier than trying to get them in face-to-face.
We've all normally got our little game area or a war room already set up. All of us do.
Right.
You can be playing a guy across the country in 2 minutes, literally, and play that. Our average game time is right around 3 hours. Depends on how much banter there is and how many incompletions there are. I've had a couple go 4 hours. You know, I had one. 2:45 is the shortest that I have personally
3 hours,
done.
think about how many games we played is.
For face to face,
For face to face.
that's not bad.
So, and you know, if
There's no
you're
travel time, do you read?
there's zero travel time, exactly.
This,
You know, if you're in your shirts and you're in your socks and your shorts, you're playing the guy. It doesn't
The-
matter.
well, you talk about it now, where you are, that's one thing, but I remember how much fun it was trying to run a face-to-face baseball league in the Washington area. The key thing about Washington is that the traffic is unmitigated murder, and you can't
Get across town.
you can't get there. In the immortal words of Ogden Nash, you can't get there from here. And of course, this was back in the 70s and 80s when we didn't have you know, back when we all still had pet dinosaurs.
Like Ray talked about yesterday, he's been trying to form a football league in the Atlanta area. That's one of the biggest metro areas in the country. He can't find enough guys to form a league.
And
Now he's got options.
And Atlanta's another place for getting from one end of the metro area to the other.
There's no limit to where you can go to find a player.
Oh,
Now, have you guys talked about expanding?
Not until we get the online version down. We want 2 solid years with a solid core of managers, coaches before we talk about expanding. We will go to 12. I don't know that we'll go any higher than that, at least not in the short term, because of the way the league's set up and just because of.
I can tell you that regardless of how you do the logistics and how many available people you have, for one person to be commissioner of any league that's got more than 12 people in it, it starts to become a job. Been there, done that.
The other thing about
That's rules for that. We have
our league and with the Skype, we talk about communications. You're not playing phone tag. We have an open chat room on Skype with a group chat room with all the managers. It's open 24 hours a day. There is almost always one guy in that chat room 24 hours a day. Believe it or not.
I said, believe
Same
it.
guy?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's always the same guy. We want to talk about.
It's the guy who plays his games in his mother's basement. Yeah, that's.
But you leave the message. It's there. The next time you log on, it's there. We talk about not only APBA. Guy broke the timing belt on his car. You know, what can I do? Hey, I know a guy that can fix that. You know, I had a guy do that. Game that was on, Green Bay and Seattle played the other night. You know, we were back and forth, you know, watching the game. The NFL draft, you know, we were all in the chat room talking during the draft. So the actual communication among league members, way better online than you can imagine. And you're not giving up that face-to-face interaction. At this point, we're going to try to jump onto a live demo with one of the other guys on the cam. If you want to gather around, we won't be able to do it up on the big screen.
Yeah, we can't project.
Doesn't need the dice cover?
Yeah, I will need that.
That's right.
I'm going to try and hook up with Steve Meyersburg.
Okay, that is a
Awesome. All right. Greetings.
Here we are. Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, hi Steve, how we doing?
So cool, man.
Good. Let me feel the music in my ears.
Okay, no
Sounds
problem.
like being broadcasted.
Has come from this country.
All right.
Okay.
Good stuff.
I was lazy. I just brought up
You
my
guys
team
are some
because I
brilliant
haven't had
minds.
time to dig anything
This
else
is a
out
brilliant
yet.
Yeah,
mind.
and I brought my draft league team also.
Sweet.
Just for here, I'll get you going here. Trying to get set up because of the way our PCs are organized here, so we got everybody gathered around.
While you're sick.
Trying to get the dice tower set up at the same time.
What you guys are looking at here, if you can hear me, what we did was we have the cards. Grab back here. We have the cards for when there's a need for it, but otherwise, we have actually went to where we just have the very tops of it handwritten. So what that does is that actually saves us time and space, because sometimes what happened was in getting the entire card in there, you would lose your focus and it would actually just turn really bad. So what we started doing was, sorry about that. What we started doing, cat disturbed it. What we started doing was just using the headers only. and then that way we keep the cards in front of us.
That's great. And this is last year's team?
This is my draft team.
Yeah, from last year.
Yeah, from last year.
Yeah.
So who won your league last year?
It was the, Tony Romo. Tony Romo was the quarterback.
Did you tell right?
I finished 8-5.
Was Rodgers a quarterback?
Yeah.
What the hell? You must be a terrible coach.
Yeah, it must be. Witness to that this weekend.
Oh, come on. Who's he got a quarterback? Eli.
He's got Eli Manning,
Yeah,
Thompson,
Eli's
Jermichael
starting
Finley.
out. Jermichael Finley, Mike Wallace, Deshaun Jackson, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Percy. Starting lineup. So we should be even with last year yet. So I believe we were both in the B's.
Yeah, we're
This,
both
this
in the
top this top row is just punter, kicker, and returner.
Okay.
This is cool. This is really cool.
Okay. At this point, we'll just go through a real quick demo. We normally just roll one red dice for to see who kicks. I got a 5. You're not going to be able to see my rolls because of the way the setup is, Steve.
That's fine. That's a deuce.
Okay.
I'm sure the gentleman behind me will let me know if you fit.
Okay.
We might let you know either way, just for fun.
So we're going to kick off with, I have Matt Prater as my kick, so there's a 36. 36 and a P be a 38.
38 should be down to, let me pull that up. 38 is
I've lost my little Michael
Eight
Bush
deep.
pad for some reason. I'm
8
sorry.
deep, so it's going to bounce.
Okay, so he's going to take a touch back there. So it's 1st and 10. I need to find the IM.
Yeah, where's the, I went to the IM.
Here it is.
There we go.
No,
Oh, just tap,
I don't
one
want-
tap.
No, I don't want, let's see, is that text? Yeah. No. How do I find that?
All right,
There it is.
and here's the other part. Do you have your IM up
Yes,
also?
you got it.
Okay.
There's the log that we're talking about.
Here's the log we're talking about. This is why we say if it's not in there, it didn't happen. This keeps track of everything. So as you're about to see,
So we're on defense here. We're gonna,
he's on defense. We start out. And I'm going to stay in a standard set. The reason why I have to tell him that is because with Harvin being rated both as a wide receiver and a halfback, I can slide out to 3 wide with him real easy.
You're familiar with that one?
that's gonna be my defensive call.
I guess.
Ready when you are, Steve?
You think it's smart to blitz on first down?
Yeah. he has to announce his offensive set.
I'm ready
prior.
whenever you are.
Okay, ready?
Go.
He's going with a medium pass to Jackson. We're going to be in the S formation.
So,
It's a great call.
Jackson, come on, guys. Well,
Eli.
that's a typical roll for me. 36. That's 16. That's going to be ink.
So he's going to type in ink. Then he's going to type in and we talked about the timing and scoring. It's 1st and 10 Philly at the 20, 30 plays left because of the touchback. Now it's 2nd and 10 at the Philly 20, 29.5
So I think it's
remaining.
Yeah, scoreboard shot each play.
Scoreboard shot each play.
That's exactly
So
what
now
you're
it's
doing.
2nd down. He has to declare his formation. He's going standard.
Sure. You don't think I should pound it into his head?
All right, now I'm ready whenever.
I think I can do it a week where they get the touchback.
And I'm going to, obviously you can see who we're keying on here. And ready?
Yep.
Yep, ready? He's going to go with an outside run to Cedric Benson. We're still in S formation.
15 on said. Excuse me, that's no. Loss of down. Because I put in Tomlinson instead of Benson.
I was gonna say,
Cedric Benson isn't in the lineup,
Isn't
so
in the
that's,
game.
that's a 5-yard
Oh,
illegal
my
procedure penalty.
I was really looking, how do you know, how can you tell if Benson's in the game? Because he
He
ain't
isn't in there, yeah.
Can you see
Yeah,
that?
I'm
Can you
gonna-
read it? Can you read
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I forgot. Usually I have Benson as my starter just because
Usually
of how
you
many
can make
rushes he
this
had last year.
bigger. How do we do that?
Because he had, what, 300?
There we go.
There you go, that's what
There we
you
go.
Because I couldn't read it, and then I said, oh, he must have put Benson in.
Oh, and tap the green up there, that top green to go full screen too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. There you go.
Just,
Here?
What, you got a Mac?
and yep,
I
and
think
then
that's all we can do.
no, yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
you did.
I like that Jeff has had that phone in front of his face for the last.
So now we see it's second 15 at the Philly 15.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm ready whenever.
Now I gotta get back to text. Your standard formation?
Yep.
I'm not used to his keyboard, so.
It's all good.
Well, we know who that
Hey,
is. Ready?
At least they're getting to see my real dice.
Ready?
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
Okay, we're deep past the Harvin. We called Harvin, so obviously the key was made. We're gonna drop
Yeah.
2.
26.
Dude, you're gonna roll a better number one of these days.
Yeah.
96. Holy shit. Pardon me.
And you can
17
see.
to 19. That'll still be ink.
And in this car, maybe everybody's noticed, but what's on our camera is always going to be on this camera. So this is what Steve is seeing right now.
Right.
If we had our players, we had a different cam. Well, actually, we need to switch cameras. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, I can do it real quick.
Yeah.
It's all right.
On Skype,
No,
go
we
to
got it.
your
Jeff's
tools.
got it. Jeff's got it.
Jeff's got it? All right.
Yeah, we're changing cams here.
Okay.
There we go.
There we are.
Okay. And then, this is what Steve would see. You'll have it pointed at the.
Yeah.
It's,
Because usually the only
Hard to
time
do
we
right
see
now.
faces are at the very beginning of the game and at the end of the
just,
game.
Hey, how you doing? What'd you have for dinner? Let's play.
And you can still get all the banner in.
Right.
So,
So now he'll enter the down and distance situation.
You could play a lot. You could do baseball this way. You can do a lot of this way.
I really. Soccer with a German
Soccer.
in
Third
Germany.
15. He's probably
Orange.
going to go 3 wide, I assume.
With the Scots.
You going 3 wide? He is going.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
has to
about
declare
3
3 wide,
Skype
which he's
will
done
work.
3 wide.
That's right.
So we were going to counter.
That's good. We should have tried to Skype in Phil Malloy. I don't know if he's on our time.
and whenever
Okay,
you're ready.
ready?
Yep, go for it.
Okay, he's going to go outside Ron Tomlinson on 3rd down.
In the
In the
D's.
D's.
Oh.
Oh!
Good timing.
Nice.
Good timing on Mr.
Now
Thomas.
this will be down 2.
Down 2.
This will be down 2 in the A's because he was 3 wide and chose to
Right,
run.
down 2 plus
Down
a
2
yard.
in the A's.
Down 2 A's and the D's. And that's a 16.
Okay.
Doing 18.
And that is back on the 15, so that also goes on that other card. No, it doesn't. Sorry.
No. Yeah.
Because it's still on the edge of that.
Yeah.
So down 2 is an 18. What's the result?
8 out of bounds.
8 yards out of bounds. Okay. So he'll enter the down distance net.
That's a
It'll
good
be 4th.
defensive call.
That's
That's what
exactly
that was.
right.
It was a good defensive call.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
It's exactly
Take
what
the
it
run and
was.
play away.
It's exactly what it was.
28 left.
4th and 7 at the Philly 23, 28 left.
That was
He's
worth
going to punt.
fucking punt ticket.
Definitely putting on that. So, Mr. Cook.
What are you doing right there?
Now I get the dice. 35.
Well, you did roll a 22. Was it on the last roll? It's a good roll.
Yeah, remember, it's a 10-team league. Everybody's an all-star. So, even though that looks fantastic.
Say what now?
They want to know how Aaron Rodgers finished 3rd in the conference.
Yeah. Not much
You do have a
support.
lot of eggs, too. In the
So this
All-
is
all
52
three
back
of
to
these
your
guys could be
standard.
8 stars this year. They all had over 100 catches.
They all will be out
I would think so. He had 122 and he had 100.
So you can't lose this year.
Well,
We'll just-
52 back to your D10.
if you lose this year, you're gonna have to-
D10 is going to be Mark Mariani.
It's, 52, 378, so that's over your 22.
It's going to be a 35.
35 on the return.
Oh, I'm sorry, 36 in the K column.
36 on the return is a 5QJ.
And we're going to reconcile the penalty. The Q is a 66.
Of course.
Now I get a 66.
Hey, I like that better.
Would have been a touchdown for Mariani.
Hey, I know. That's why I'm liking it better now. 30 is that. So that is a twisting of face max on the defense. And that would be, defense would be for you.
Okay.
So that's at the end of the 5 yards there. So we just went from,
We're not going to go through the injury.
Yeah, don't
Let's just play some
Yeah.
down. Anybody else want to jump in here and run a series? Okay. You know
so
my.
that's going to
Okay.
put
I get
you
it.
over to
Better let them know Hall of Famers sent you out.
22,
Yeah.
7,
Okay, Steve, you're gonna be playing Hall of Famer Greg Wells this series.
Oh no.
All right, you know-
This is gonna be rough.
You got my lineup there,
I don't know, but I know.
Calvin Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Jason Witten.
How you doing, Mr. Wells?
Yeah.
Mr. Wells.
Yeah.
Nobody's told you that since Brian became a teenager.
Okay, his dad's not here, it's Greg. His dad's Mr. Wells.
You need to,
Actually,
camera on
Brian's
this?
brother, Mr. Wells.
Yeah.
You want to do it? All right. All right, so I just type in the play, right?
We have to declare your set.
Actually, you gotta tell me what
Yeah,
set.
tell me what set's running.
So if I just do standard, that doesn't have a standard set, is that right?
There we go. And I'm trying to remember who he's got in his backfield there.
Steven Jackson and Michael Bush.
And he's got Welker and,
No, Witten, Wayne, and Johnson.
okay, Whit, Wayne, and Johnson.
Right.
I'm sure that you guys will cover it. I'm just gonna do that.
There's a whole new world here.
Awesome.
All right, tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are. Go
I'm
ahead.
ready. Go ahead.
Oh, I almost went with him too.
Oh, what?
In the S's and then in the A's.
Oh, I still can't roll for
Yeah.
a quarterback. So that would be a 21.
21.
21, and you are on the 12, so you gotta go back here.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's second and 10. And how do I know what time it was?
Because we tag that right on the back.
Yeah.
Put the right team in here.
You have to scroll up.
We tag it right on the back of
He's
the
got it for you.
ticker there.
He's got it. Second 10, Seattle, 12, 26.
12 out of 30, right? Then I would do it like that?
No, well, you'd have to, it's actually Philadelphia 12.
No, I see.
Aren't you Philly? Yeah.
I know what team
No,
I'm
I'm Philly.
Yeah, well, you got second 10 at the Seattle 12. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's back on your side.
This is Green Bay.
Green Bay, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Here's how we handle that, because we did that a bit.
Yeah. Brad's Seattle.
My bad.
Yeah.
So second and 10 and the Green Bay 12, 26. In theory, I would have done that, right?
Doesn't really matter.
Well, usually what it
Usually
is
the
is
defense.
beforehand, one or the other will
Yeah.
actually take the lead as to who takes care of that. But as long as it's in there by somebody, is all that matters.
All right.
Because if it's not in the IM, it never happened.
That's the best part about it, right?
Yes. It saved me. Elvin S instead of Dean. I'm like, no, I know I went Dean.
All right, I'm
All right,
ready.
so you on the standard side?
Standards, pro set, yeah, standard.
Percent? All right.
No, I didn't say it.
Oh, well, he told him that. It's okay.
Yeah, on this, we'll let
We'll
you
let it
slide
go.
on
All right,
this
all
one.
right.
Yeah, this is a friendly.
All right. You ready?
We gotta get back here. Yes, I am. Go for it. All right, you and
Short
Schwartz.
pass to Jackson, he's a short.
Ignore it.
Second and 10.
A's and the S's.
31. That would be an 8.
An 8, then
Eight
it's
short.
15 yards.
That's right, brother. That's why I'm in the Hall of Fame.
That's right. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. There you go.
You told me. You know, Greg Rath.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Greg Morath sitting in, solitaire expert.
I got a first down. I'm good. Man, this is a cool setup you fellas got.
This is a whole new world. This is a whole new world.
I
Unlimited.
appreciate that. I worked about a summer and a half trying to get the idea to come out like this.
Well,
And then
I'll tell you.
last year, a lot of the guys in the league helped me get it done too.
I commend you, I really do.
You good. There you go.
Because that had been our complaint for the last 2 years that I'd been in the league when gas went up to $4 and $5 a gallon. So,
This is Steve.
all right, here.
Steve
Steve,
Meyersburg.
It's a familiar name, too. Steve, you've been doing this for a long time, right? I recognize your name.
actually only playing the game and in the league for 5 years.
Oh, really? All right, maybe I just seen it in the board or something.
He's on the football club a lot.
It's usually
Bigfoot,
us,
Bigfoot.
To above the inner key.
Here maybe?
Oh, that's a direction key.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Sorry about the.
Hit the out arrow all the way out.
Well, but he's got to declare what he was doing
Not the lead.
with him.
Okay, so that dude.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's all it is.
Steve, we apologize for putting Greg on a computer.
Yeah,
Okay,
All right, so whenever you're ready.
ready?
I'm ready.
Enter.
All right, try not to hurt me too bad. Here we go. Oh!
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Oh, he got you.
Right, because
So
I
he
didn't
got
call
you.
the run.
He didn't call the run. He should have
No.
called, he didn't declare a pass or run, so it's.
I cleared a pass to Bush, not a run.
Okay,
Oh,
so
all
it's,
right.
so it's just an outside run for Bush.
33,
Oh,
baby.
There you go.
Oh, look at the
15.
15.
15.
B middle 15.
Outside.
Bush turns the corner, takes it up the
It's
field.
21 out of bounds.
21 out of bounds.
Good job, Eddie. It's a solid effort.
Puts you almost midfield.
Okay.
And only a half tick off.
First and
the
10
clock.
to Green Bay 48, 25 plus.
Once again, Green Bay is rolling.
I can't believe this team didn't win the championship last year.
We were 8 and 5, finished one game out of the playoffs. Took 9 and 4 to get in.
Really? How many teams make it?
4.
14.
Yeah, but in the other conference, 6 and 7 got in.
Whenever you're ready.
Really?
Had,
So it's 4, it's 2 and 2.
it's 2 and 2.
Yeah, yeah.
That
I'm
the
ready.
team that won was 11
go
and
for
2.
it.
Second place team was 6 and 7 and got in.
Good to Wayne.
In our conference, it was
Good
9
to
and 4,
Wayne.
9 and 4, 8 and 5.
Right.
All right, come on, 43.
Reminds me of
So-
Seahawks team a few years ago.
34.
So 8 and
Oh,
5 in that
that's
conference is really more like.
Did they not go in the playoffs like 7 and 9 to win the division?
35.
35.
Yeah, 8 and 5 in my conference is
That
about
is
like
a
going 10
4HJ.
and 3.
4HJ.
Roll for the penalty.
4HJ.
Zajack.
Flummoxed here.
Yeah.
An 11 on the edge.
11 on the H. That's a 20. Pass interference on the defense. So that is going to be his first.
And I rolled a 8.
No, you gotta roll one die for the
But with the interference.
Oh, interference, that's right.
I was rolling an 8 for 8 yards.
And that is
Oh, that's
No,
right.
you don't do that.
Right.
Oh, you don't do
I
that?
don't think so.
Well, maybe no, yeah. Who the hell cares? Let's wrap it up with Ocean.
Yeah.
All right. Offensive injury. And it was 9.
We'll ignore injuries for this.
That's a
demo.
5 again.
Yeah.
We're looking at
Jeff, you want to jump in there?
I'm fine. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Anybody else?
No, I think.
John? Hey, Steve, they are
Yes.
tickled to death with this presentation here.
We are suitably.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Steve, that's great, buddy. Really good.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I'm glad we could bring something to the table with all this. It's part of the reason I wanted to be up there this weekend.
You know,
No,
I would
super,
just, and I said it to another one of the guys, you know, let John know that you guys are doing this if he doesn't, John Herson. Because people call the game company looking to be in leagues, and you know, I know you're not gonna do it this year, but you get a little waiting list, probably a good idea.
Right.
Yeah, we've talked about expansion for, not this year, but next year, probably going to 12 teams.
And
Right.
you know what, I'm gonna check, I'm gonna see how my Skype works, but if I get it to work, I'll be interested in doing
You
that.
get Skype
Good.
working, just
Yeah,
give us a
download
call and
it.
play a practice game. Anything.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Any of these guys.
I'll play anytime, in league or out.
There you go.
So.
You know what, you just maybe give us what, you said you had the room, anybody go in the room, right?
The chat room.
Or do you have to be a member of
The
the
chat
room?
room.
No, yeah, we kind of went in the room, but if you click on the individual contacts, you
Because
can.
the room's private.
Yeah. But if you click on any of our contacts, you can click on, any of them. If you want to catch Jim Baker,
Yeah,
Brad
yeah.
Morgan, myself, you just click on that individually
And
rather
Skype
than,
you.
and it's Skype. Well,
Leave
you
a
gotta place
message.
call.
Oh, please go to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, same deal, so. Okay, Steve, we're going to end the call at this point. We appreciate
All
your
right.
time. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Any of them want my Skype address, please pass it on.
I will do.
I'm glad to spend time with any of them.
I'll give that info to all the guys here.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve.